This is Kathy from the White Pigeon Library. We've got new books. We've got Violetta by Isabel Allende. She is one of my favorite authors. She wrote House of the Spirits years and years ago, which I thought was just magical. And this is her latest. It's about a woman born in 1920, right about the time of the Spanish flu. And it goes through, she lives into her 100s, and it goes through all of the things she experienced, including 2 pandemics, World War, the Depression, and it talks about the Depression in South America, so not just the United States. Isabel Allende was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2014. She's won all kinds of awards, and she writes beautifully. Next, we've got The Magnolia Palace by Fiona Davis. She writes, historical fiction. This is about a woman who also born right at the time of the Spanish flu and loses her mother to that flu. And she had been a very successful model, and many statues around New York had used her as the model for the statue. And she ends up working at the Frick Museum. And then 50 years later, we have another character in this book who also is in the Frick Museum and ends up chasing down a murder. So if you like Fiona Davis, this looks good. We've got Keep Sharp by Sanjay Gupta, which I might be butchering. And it includes a 12-week program on keeping your brain sharp. It talks about evidence-based diet, exercise, various things that will keep your brain sharp, even if you are predisposed towards Alzheimer's. And he is a neurosurgeon, and he's the CNN chief medical correspondent. So he's written many other things, and he seems to know what he's talking about. I'm going to read it. And Garbo by Robert Gottlieb. This is about Garbo, and talks about her coming to the U.S. and ending up in Hollywood when she was 19. She was a Swedish peasant born in the ghetto, and she all of a sudden just was thrust into being very, very famous and beautiful, and did some movies, and then basically retired when she was 36. She just wanted to be left alone, and of course nobody ever would do that, and they always tried to get her back into movies or some sort of public endeavor. But it looks good. It's got a lot of pictures in it, so it weighs a ton, but this looks fun. And then we've got Dean Koontz Quicksilver, which is about a character who was abandoned on an Arizona highway when he was, just a baby, and grew up in an orphanage, was pretty happy, and then all of a sudden something drew him into the desert and into a mystery, and he ends up chasing that down, just like all of Dean Koontz's books. But if you like him, this looks like it's going to be fun. That's what we've got for today. We'll have more next week. Thank you.